Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, in this session I'm taking doubts sent by a student in the data interpretation section. So let's have the first set of problems, and I would suggest you, before you see the solution, just try to solve the set on your own. So let's begin. Now in this set of question, the instructions over here: study the following bar graph showing economic indices for the period 2010 to 2013-14. So economic indices over here: literacy index, price index, and per capita income index, and this bar graph is given over here. So let's move to the first question over here. The first question says, in which year is the percentage increase in per capita income index more than the previous year? Percentage increase. So what we have to do, we have to find out the percentage increase from this year to this year, this year to this, then this to this, and then this to this. And in case of per capita income, see, I suppose I just see increase from this to this. So here it is 200. The yellow bar is of per capita income index. So here it is 200 and here it is 250. So from 910 to 1011 it is 50 over 200. Okay, the growth is 50 and the base is 200. Over here it is 100 by 250. Right? Then it is 90 by 350. Then it is 40 by 440. Now the calculation is very simple. You just can say this is the biggest number, right? See, double of 50 is 100, but double of 200 will be 400, right? So that will be 100 by 400, and we are having 100 by 250. So obviously this is smaller than that, and other two fractions are really very small than this, right? So 100 by 250 is the biggest one. So the growth highest is, or the percentage increase is highest in case of 1011 to 1112. So 1112 it is highest. So this is your answer. I hope it's clear. In which year is the percentage increase in per capita income index more than percentage increase in price index when compared to the previous year? So we just have to calculate price index and per capita income index, right? That is percentage increase we have to see, and we have to find out in which year it is per capita income increase, a percentage increase in per capita is more than percentage increase in price index. So here the price index is this maroon colored bar, and per capita income index is this yellow color bar, right? Cream or yellow, whatever you say. So here from this year to this year, if we see, per capita income index percentage increases from 200 to 330. So 130 is increase over 200, but per cap this price index is 130 over 200, but the per capita index is 250 over 200. So definitely over here the per capita income index is less than increase in per capita income index is less than price index, right? So this is wrong. Over here from 330 to 440, that is 110 on 330, and from 250 to 350, so 100 over 250 in this year, that is from 1011 to 1112. Now this is price index percentage change, and this is per capita income in percentage change. Now this is 1/3, that is 33%, and this is 1/4, that is 43%. I'm sorry, this is 40%, this is 33%, right? So definitely over here this is bigger. So in this year, if we talk about 11 and 12, in this year the percentage increase in per capita index is more than percentage increase in price index. This is 1/3, this is 40%, this is 33.33%, and this is 40%. Okay, so this is the correct answer. That is 1112 is the correct answer. I hope it's clear. No need to check further, because it may be because it's in which year it is asked, so no need to check further when you have got the correct answer. What is the average of annual percentage increase in literacy index from 2009-10 to 2013-14. So literacy index, this blue color light purple color blue color bar. Over here what we have to do, we have to find out the yearly increase. First of all, yearly percentage increase, and we have to find out the average. So we can do the calculation faster because we just have to get the around idea, because you just can see look at the options. These are quite far from each other, right? 5, 7, 11, 14 and 15. So these options are quite far from each other, so you just can do approximate calculation. So in the first year it is 200 from 200 to 260, that is from 100 to 30, that means 30% increase. So first year 30%, then second year from 260 to 264, so that is just an increase of 4 over 260. So 4 over 260, what we can take is 4 divided by 260. So if 4 divided by 250 we have 1%, so it is just around 1%, right? Once again from 264 to 270, around 1%. I'm just giving you an around idea. Then from 270 to 300, increase of 30 on 270, so that is 1 by 9, so around 11%, right? So this is the total increase. Now we just have to find out the average increase, so we divide this calculation by 4. So 30, 32 and 43, around 43 divided by 4, around 11%, right? 10 point something or 11%, right? Because we have taken it is just a lower approximation we have done. Over here also it must be 11 point something, so we just can assume this to be around 11%. So we just have one option that is closer to 11%, so that is this, okay? And other options are quite far from this. The below 11 it is 7, which is very far, and above 11 that is 14, that is also very far. So no need to worry, this your answer is 11.23%. Okay. Now let's take this set of questions. There are 3-4 questions in this set. The graph below shows the end of the month market value of 4 share for the period from January to June, 6 months. Answer the questions based on this graph. So these are the share values of shares A, B, C, D. These are the values at the end of the respective month: January, February, March, April, May, June. Right? Now let's take the questions. The first one says, which share showed the greatest percentage increase in market value in any month during the entire period? Okay. Now there are various ways to solve this question. What you can do, you just can check just initial value, final value, then just check the percentage difference. Okay, increase or decrease. So here we are talking about increase. So the first elimination can be done when you just see a decrease, you just eliminate that calculation. That is like this, from March to April for share D. Similarly for share C, April to May, you can eliminate these calculation. But apart from this, one short way is there to solve this problem. What you can do, you just check the maximum slope, right? Check the maximum slope. The first thing, max slope, that is maximum slant. Okay. The second thing, less base value. Now suppose there are two slant having equal slope, right? Maybe this and this, both the angles are equal. Now in this case, this particular slope has less base value, so percentage increase will be more in this case, right? Just listen to me once again. If we have less base value, then percentage increase will be more if slope is same in both the cases. Okay, so that is actually very important point if we try to apply a shortcut over here. Now in this case, we can see various slopes. You can see this slope, you can see this slope, you can even see this slope. Okay, various slopes are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, where we find some steep slopes are there. Okay. Now we can reduce our calculation to these four increasing slopes, right? In increasing because we have to find out the percentage increase. So we can reduce our calculation for 1, 2, 3 and 4 slopes. Now in these two cases the base value will be more because the base will be, in this case it will be 95 and in this case the base will be 100. So here the increase will be from 95, here the increase will be from 100. So here increase is from 95 and increase is what? It's a 95 to 120. So increase is 20 over 95. Okay, here the increase is 100 to 110. So 10 over 100. Okay. And here the increase is from 40 to 50, right? So increase is 10 over 40. And in this case the increase is from 60 to we can say 70. So that will be 10 on 60. Now we have these four figures. Okay, you just don't have to perform all these operations. Just for your understanding, I am doing all these calculations over here. Now you see, if it is round about 100, so this calculation is around 20, bit more than 20%, bit more than 20%. This is 10% only. This is very small. This calculation is 25%. Right, because the increase is, see, it is 10. If I make it to 20, then it will be 20 by 80 and it is 20 by 95. So if we compare between these two, this is bigger figure, right? So having difference is almost same, slope is almost same, but the thing is the base value is higher in this case. Okay. So if base value is higher, the percentage increase will be smaller. So we get the maximum percentage increase over here from Jan to Feb, that is 25%. Okay, so that is for product D. I hope you are getting my point. This is really important concept whenever you have to see the percentage increase and you are given the slope concept, then just check the slope where you get the maximum slope or equal slopes if you have, then check the base value. Okay, so in this case the base value is lesser in the case of this share D in the month of Jan to Feb. Okay, so your answer is D. Here it is 25% increase. I hope you are clear. D, and this is 25% increase. Now the next question on similar concept: in which month was the greatest absolute change in market value of any share recorded? So in the previous case we were discussing about the percentage change. In this case we are looking at the absolute change. Absolute change, that means maximum difference irrespective of the base value. So here what you have to see, you just have to see the maximum slope. No need to see the base year, the base value. Now once again we have four choices for maximum slope. Here it is 20, here it is 10, here 10 and here it is 16. So we just have to see the maximum value irrespective of the base. So that will be over here, that is 20. And this month is February to March, right? So maximum absolute increase, absolute change. One thing you have to keep in your mind over here, greatest absolute change. This change may be positive, may be negative. So in this case, in these four cases, we are seeing the absolute change, that is positive, but there may be negative changes also. So we can just see the downwards graph. Suppose this is there, where we can see a bigger slope, right? But in this case also the difference is just 40 to 50. So the difference is 10 only. Here also the difference is 10. So maximum difference we are getting in this case. So maximum absolute change or the greatest absolute change is there in this case, that is this. So February. So it's okay, I'm sorry, from February to March. So we need to greatest absolute change will be there in the March, in the month of March, right? Okay, next is again, then next is in which month the greatest percentage increase in market value for any share recorded. So that is the first question. In that particular question we were asked about the percentage. Now the name of the share. Now the month. So that is this 25% in the month of February, from January to February. So the month of February for the share D. Okay. So D we have already answered. Now the month is February. An individual wishes to sell one share of C and one share of D to buy one share of A at the end of a month. At which month end would the individual loss from this decision due to share value will be the most? Loss should be the maximum. That means least value in selling and maximum value in purchasing, right? That means selling price of C and D should be less, and selling price of buying price of A should be higher. In that case, the person will suffer maximum loss. Now just by looking at this graph, we can see this month of February and month of June. The figure of this share C is same in both the case, but the figure of D is less in this case, June, right? So minimum sales will arrive in month of June, where C plus D will be least, right? And here you can say maximum of A. In this case, A is less than this case. Okay, so A is maximum, C and D is minimum. So selling sales amount will be less than the whatever the buying price of A. So C plus D sales minus A buying, right? So that will be a loss. So in the month of June it is maximum. Just can look at the graph and answer the question. No need to go for any calculation. An individual decides to sell one share of C and one share of D to buy one share of A. The similar question at the end of the month, what can be the greatest gain? In the previous question we were supposed to find out the greatest loss. Now we have to find out the greatest gain. So greatest gain, that means minimum value of A, and maximum of C plus D. Now in this case this total is 100 and this total is 105, because this is 50 and this is 55, bit more than this. So this is 105, this is 100. In this case see, we have to see the minimum of A. So minimum of A is over here. So this can be one choice over here, minimum of A. The value of A is 95. In this case it's 60 plus 50, 110, but this is too higher, so this cannot be the correct answer. Then this we take 70 and 40, 110, and this is maybe 105. So this is gain. This gain is of 5 only. Okay, so in this case we are getting the maximum difference, 105 and 95, and that is actually 10. So maximum gain will be 10 only. So mere by observing the graph you can answer all the questions, all the 5 questions, right? So you will not take more than 4 to 5 minutes to answer all the questions, and exact values of these points are not necessary to be known. So I hope you are clear with all the 5 questions. Now let's see the set of questions. Percentage increase in the sales compared to the sales in the previous year of two companies A and B in the given period 2003 to 2007 is shown in the graph below. Percentage increase over here on the y-axis and on x-axis years. So product A and product B. So this is product B and this is product A. A and B. Okay, now let's see the first question. For which year increase in the sales of company A with respect to the previous year is the highest? So once again, in this case we need to see the absolute increase, because percentage increase is already given over there. So we need to see the absolute increase in case of company A, right? So what we have to do, we have to assume any base value. Suppose we assume it to be 100, and if we see increase on 100, so from 2003 to 2004, it's a 30% increase, right? Because this is percentage increase, you just take this, not the difference, right? 30% increase in case of 2004. So the increase will be, absolute increase will be 30, since I have taken the base value as 100, right? Now in this case, if 30% increase is there, then this will be 130. Now over here the increase is 40%. So the increase will be 40% of 130. So 130 plus 40% of 130, that is 52. So it will be 182. So increase will be precisely 52, right? 40% of 130. So that is 52. So first increase is 30, second increase is 52. Then there is a downfall in percentage increase. So bright chances are there, the percentage, this absolute difference will also be lesser than this. Then also we just check. Then we have 152 over 130 plus 52, that is 182 over here. Then the percentage increase is around 15%. Okay. So even if it is 20%, then also the data will be something around 36, 37. So it cannot be more than 52, right? So highest absolute increase we can see in case of 52 in the year 2005, from 130 to 40% increase. So we get 130 plus 52, that is 182. Okay. So this is the correct choice. Do not get confused. This is percentage increase table. So the data given over here is a percentage increase itself. Do not take the difference. I hope you are clear. Next is, if the ratio of sales of company A and B was 1:2 in 2002, then in 2004 sales of A forms approximately what percentage of sales of B? So it is 1:2, so I assume it to be 100 and 200. So sales of A in year 2000, I assume it to be 100, and sales of B, I assume it to be 200. Then in 2002, growth of a percentage increase is 20%, right? 2003, from 2002 to 2003, percentage increase is 20%. So the sales of company A in the year 2003 will be 20% increase in this. So I just can take 1.2, right? Then from 2003 to 2004, the increase is 30%. So the sales in 2004 will be 130% of this. So that is 1.3. Okay. Similarly, we can take for product B. So first the increase is 5%. We can just see over here. So it is 1.05. Then it is around 7.5 or 8%. So for simplicity, we can just this approximately it is 8% increase. So it is 1.08. So this is the calculation that we have to make. To make it simple, what you can do is you just assume that to be 120, 130, 105 and 108. Cancel 15 8s are, 15 7s are, 2 4, this is 27, 27 2s are 54, 54 into 208. It must be something around 5 7s are 35, 5 2s are 10 and 3 13. So it's around 5 times, bit less than that, but around 5 times we can say. Now this is 5 by 7. See, 1 by 7 in case of basic percentage session, I already told you, just remember the basic percentage, basic fraction to percentage conversion. So 1 by 7 is approximately 14%. So it is over 5 over here. So it is 14 into 5, around 70%. Actually this data is bit less than 5 because 27 5s are 135. So it is bit less than 5, and basically 1 by 7 is bit more than 14%. So approximately it will be 70%. So we have options very far from each other. So the closest to 70 is 69 over here. Okay, because we just have to find out the value less than 70%. So that is 69%. So the problem becomes very simple. I hope you are clear. In 2006, total sales of A and B were 500 and 900 units respectively. In 2008, the percentage increase in sales of A as compared to the previous year is equal to that of B in 2008. Okay, percentage increase in 2008 is same in both the cases, A and B. The total sales of both A and B taken together is 1900 unit in 2008. Find the percentage increase in sales in 2008. Okay, so 2006 we have been given A and B 500 and 900. So from 2006 to 2007, in case of A, increase is this 20%, so it will be 600, right? Then in case of B, it will be 10%, so it will be 900 plus 10%, 990. Now the percentage increase is same. Now in 2008, the total sales will be 600 plus increase, then 990 plus increase. So 600 plus 990 is already there. Then increase on 600. So 600 into X percent increase by 100 plus 990 into X percent increase by 100, and this is equal to 1908. Now it is around 1600, so 1600 if we deduct from 1908, it will be 308, then that is less 10, so 318. Because the options are closer to each other, 19, 20, 21, 22%. So we have to be careful about the calculation. Now this is 6 plus 9.9. So 6 plus 9.9, that is 15.5. So 15.9x is equal to 318. We have to find out the value of x. So 15.9. 2 9s are 18, 2 15, 30 and 31, so it is just double of this. So x is equal to 20%. Okay, so the problem is really very simple. I hope you are clear with all the 3 problems in this set.